Okay, Mr. Bogart.
I want to thank you all for the opportunity to speak here. I'm all about the money. I always have been on the I am a member of the Bond Advisory Committee, and also I'm a minority view and opinion. But what I want to point out is, and I haven't, everything that I've heard here is $815 million. That's just the beginning of it. When I talk to people out on the street, I say, well, what's the cost of the bond? $815 million. It's not $115 million. You've got, if they say it's 4% to 8% on interest. That doesn't sound like very much, but when you put it up, that's $313 million. Now you're over $1 billion on this bond. That's fact. Then you look at operating costs. I gave you a list there of how I figured the operating costs. It's based upon county reports given to our committee. 53% of them, which they were all supposed to have operating costs attached to them, only 53% of them did, so I had to extrapolate to the others. It tells you how I did that. I come up with, and it really depends, it starts off because I take a percentage each year. That 10% of the bonds are going to be issued each year. So the bonds actually run for about 24 years when the last one is paid off, because the last one will be issued 10 years out. In that time, I come up with, using that, $689 million in operating costs. I think I'm conservative because I'm basing it on what the Bond Advisory Committee actually voted on, and that was $640 million. Okay. Plus, I didn't add anything for the roads. After we build them, I didn't add any in for that. So I think I'm conservative on that figure. But can our community actually support $1.8 billion? If you go at 8%, add another $200 million to it. Okay. Second of all, I look at these two figures right here: 39 million, 72 million. This is the range that the road improvements are going to cost us. Now this body has the authority to tax, to put a sales tax on for this. And rather than put a sales tax which has no interest involved in it, you are willing to tax another 39 to 72 million dollars. That's it.
Thank you. Ms. Peterson?